Shut up and sit down.
Hello and welcome. I am silently loud, the stuttering idiot, as you just heard. Now, today I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that thing is Arcane, and specifically just one character, Silco. And what struck me big time in Arcane was our main antagonist, Silco. It's been a long time we've had a convincing bad guy who isn't just a bad guy because he wants to do bad things. I mean, we have an antagonist who has reason for it. He's cunning, ruthless, and smart, and it is just a thing of. It's amazing. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know about Silco and who have not watched Arcane, there will be spoilers. I'm gonna talk about a bit of his early life and then about the things that I liked a lot. So, let's get into it. There's a nice quote here which I like quite a lot. I'd like to let you in on a very important secret I learned when I was about your age, boy. You see, power, real power, doesn't come to those who were born strongest or fastest or smartest. No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it. That's Silco. Silco was a powerful crime lord and the main antagonist of Season 1 of Arcane. A ruthless and power-hungry man, he was fervent supporter of Zaun's independence from Piltover, and was willing to do just about anything to achieve it. And his early life here, I think we are gonna read this just because of Vander. Now, Silco and Vander were once like brothers. However, due to unknown circumstances, Vander betrayed Silco and attempted to drown him in Zaun's polluted rivers. Although Silco managed to survive the incident, the chemicals in the water heavily scarred his face and mutated his left eye. Although he was left traumatized by the event, Silco believed that he had been reborn as a stronger person. Despite this, he couldn't bring himself to forgive Vander for his actions and begin to plot his revenge against his former friend. His injuries also never fully healed, and as a result, he was forced to periodically inject medicine into his left eye in order to keep his illness from going out of control. Yeah, that was also one of those points that struck me quite good. That there was this guy, Vander, who is this father figure for Boy and Powder or Jinx. So when I got to the third episode, it struck me quite good that this isn't all sunshine and rainbows when Vander dies. And then Silco said something about you'd die for a cause, but you won't fight for one, which was Vander taking up arms and trying to protect his family, which were Powder, Vi, Glagger and Milo. And of course we know that in the unfortunate event, Powder killed Glagger and Milo with her bomb, which surprisingly worked at the time. Now there's a few specific moments that I want to talk about, which struck me quite heavily, especially in the third episode's ending. It was this Silco, despite being responsible for the imprisonment and indirectly death of Jinx or Powder's adoptive family, formed a paternal relationship with the young girl in the aftermath of the tragedy. Unexpectedly and likely most shocking to himself, he began to care for her as if she was his own and even value their relationship over his own political cause. Which once again was fucking amazing. It was weird when they're in the street lies the body of Vander, and Powder has just realized that she has killed her friends, and Boy just had this huge rant of her calling her a Jinx, and she just storms away, and then she gets pulled away, and then Powder is just left there, and Silco comes around, and we don't know what's going to happen. We well, in my mind, I was like, yeah, Silco is gonna kill this bitch. And the reason why I thought this, because I know nothing about League of Legends. Nothing. I didn't know who Powder was, or who she will become. So it was a shock when Powder just crying throws herself in the arms of Silco. And what's even more amazing, Silco is just there and says, "It's okay, we'll show them. We will show them all." And the episode just ends there, and it was like, wow. Alright, I'm in. It was fucking great. And there were many other great parts to the story. There's just so much to the relationship of Silco and Jinx. And I think it was said somewhere in here when Silco is about to get the deal with the Piltover. He's going to get his nation of Zone. So basically, he would finally get everything he ever wanted. All he needs to do is give away Jinx. And I think it reads here. Following his blossoming relationship with Vander's former adopted daughter, Jinx, Silco admits to Vander's statue that he finally understands him, and that in a moment of cruel irony he has become the person that he had once infuriated him to murder. And he talks to the statue to thunder, and he says this: "Oh, it all makes sense now, brother. Is there anything so undoing as a daughter?" And he is saying this in a way that reflects his paternal instincts, that he loves her as a daughter, that she is precious to him, which to him is weird and new, that he just hasn't realized. And as in many things, we tend to realize the value of things after we've lost them or we are about to lose them. So that, for me, it hit home hard. Even though this man is ruthless monster that is willing to go through almost anything, he can't give away his own adoptive daughter, Jinx. And regarding that same scene, the scene doesn't end there, as we know. I think it reads here: "In an unfortunate later incident, Jinx overhears Silco telling a statue of Vander that she was but a problem for him, unaware that it was in fact a statement to Silco's genuine paternal feelings for her. In retaliation, she kidnaps and brings him to the rest of her family. Why? He argues fiercely against the idea of Jinx leaving him to be with Vi, and says he'd rather the Pilatovian government burn than give up his daughter to them. And it is this heart-crushing scene when there on the table is her own sister, and then there is Silco. And Jinx is losing her mind a little bit. She doesn't know who to believe. There is all that pressure and that, and I think personally that she has a bit of an PTSD because of the things that happened in the third episode. And all of that pressure doesn't help her at all in that situation. And then the unimaginable happens. However, when he shoots and misses Vi, this means that Silco pulled a gun and tried to shoot Vi, if I remember correctly. Jinx reacts almost instantaneously and shoots him with Pow Pow. Startled by her own actions, she rushes to him, crying that she didn't mean to do what she did. Silco's bittersweet last words remark upon their unwavering bond and his unconditional adoration, which was fucking heartbreaking. I mean, it was an instinct. She didn't mean to do it that way. She just pulled the gun and pow, and then Silco bit a few bullets, and then Powder, or Jinx, rushes to him crying. As I said, she didn't mean to do it, and Silco just goes with her last strength and says, "Don't cry, you're perfect." Fuck me. I mean, it was great. Silco has been one of the best villains ever. The growth of the character, and at the same time ruthless. willing to do almost anything and anything to get what he wants, and eventually he needed to do just one thing that he would get everything that he ever wanted, and he couldn't do that because of his daughter, Jinx. And for me, for some reason, it just hit home so badly. It was just this remarkable thing that I was like, fuck me, I'm about to shed tears for our main antagonist, our villain. How well is this shit done? I mean, it was amazing. And as we all know, it doesn't end there. Well, Silco does. But the season ends on this scene when, likely as an act of respect on his behalf and misery in regards to her emotional alienation with Vi, Jinx aims Fishbones at Piltover. And Fishbones is this big bazooka, and she just goes puff. And once again, I know nothing about League of Legends and the lore. I know nothing about it. Okay, but I imagine that scene and that thing will mark the start of a war, or some kind of a war in the season 2. I just hope that when and if the season 2 comes out, they are gonna put the same amount of time and money they have put on season 1. We all know it was fucking amazing. It was great. Maybe not the bestest thing ever, but the bestest thing in a long time. It was great. And yeah, hopefully the next main antagonist of season 2 will be as good as Silco. We can only hope. We can only hope for that. And yeah, I think fuck me, I want more Silco. Yeah, but either way, I think that's enough for now. So I thank you for watching if you watched this far, and like and subscribe and all of that jazz, and hey, see you next time. Bye for now.
Shut up and sit down.